Oke guys ya, welcome back to my fucking channel. Selamat datang kembali ya guys ya. Kita langsung game yang ketiga atau yang terakhir ya, hari ini ya guys ya, hari ketiga ya guys ya. Itu antara A7 melawan VKS ya. A7 melawan VKS ya, benar. Ini game terakhir ya guys ya, game terakhir hari ini ya, hari ketiga ya guys. Alright, kita lihat di A7. A7 first picknya, wow, first picknya aja udah jing. Picknya udah jing, cok. Nice pick bro. VKS ada Biron sama Zhang Fei.
Absolutely. This leaves the Princess Frost open though. I'm not sure if
nama Zhang Fei.
planning to play the Princess Frost. Alpha 7 is hovering over the
A7 ada Caiyan. Caiyan sama Charlotte. Charlotte coy.
Of a removal from what
Charlotte,
we've seen from the other teams
Charlotte.
who have been really focusing on towards this mid lane.
Apalagi satu lagi.
VKS as well as Alpha 7 both decided not to prioritize
One more buat
knowing
VKS.
that there are a lot of mid lane heroes left in the pool and
Belum ban lagi.
decided to focus more on their side lanes as well with this Charlotte and Lil
Princess
being taken
Frost.
There it is, VKS 1
Nice.
picking up the Princess Frost that we thought
Princess
would be Cryo's
Frost,
first
okay.
2 pick, but comes into the second phase of the picks here. So we're already getting a stack.
VKS mau ngeban ke arah siapa nih? Ngeban ke arah mid lane-nya kah? Mid lane-nya belum ada soalnya cuy, mid lane-nya. Mid lane dari A7 belum ada cuy.
Of the past 3 days when she's only been selected twice, so it
Oh.
is like Christmas coming
Diranji.
for ourselves on the
Diranji.
but the likes of the
Diranji.
help sustain these team fights for these squishier champions, and it's also going to force the
Diranji di
to
ban.
pick up anti-heal items as well. So
Oh,
great
pay
to
di
see us so
ban.
far from
Wow.
Alpha 7 and
Okay, nice.
VKS, both locking down the Diranji and the Ganmo, which we know is a huge pick within Brazil.
loving the heroes on both sides right now.
Gun and Mo di ban.
They are thinking with these hero picks, you pick up the
Musashi.
Lulu, suddenly every single damage dealer on the side of VKS needs an extra item
Musashi
to be
di
able
ban.
to take those team fights. Reducing the
Para-
heroes is gonna be
oh?
very important. And
What?
are we gonna be?
What?
Yes,
What?
we are.
What?
That's gonna be the
Consort
you
you?
picked up there by VKS. We've been
Wow.
asking for this marksman for the
Consort
longest of time, and
you.
finally VKS will allow her to grace the stage in this very important matchup
Anjay.
between these two Brazilian titans.
Absolutely. I mean, do we expect anything less from these two
Your prediksi,
experienced teams to not pick up this amazing farm lane champ?
Nggak, gue kirain kayak apa ya,
Especially with the likes of
Lady
Jing as well,
Sun
being
lah,
able to
Lady
just lock it down
Sun,
with some CC and have
Harley
that,
itu masih
physical
lah.
immunity as well within your kit, but then also have
Tapi
that
Consort
long-range
you loh.
attack that can
Mereka pilih
really
Consort
do
you,
some
cok.
damage onto very squishy champions and potentially even
Oh,
upset team
Peng
fights
Angela?
just before they even happen.
Oh.
But then on the side of A7, we're getting that
Peng Angela,
Angela
Chong.
lock-in again. So we see a lot of the Brazilian teams picking up the Angela in the mid lane because there's not really much else to be picked there. Because
Junglernya
Ganmo's
siapa
been
nih?
banned there, and we know that's a huge pick within Brazil. Princess Frost has been picked. But
Biron sih harusnya ke class lane sih.
something of the likes to
Kayaknya
have
ke jungler
such
sih.
a group stun, but they locked
Enggak
in
dong.
Fang as their farm.
Yep, Lady Zen would have been another option other than the Angela, but
Hey,
we
Zen?
know the Brazilians love the Angela in the mid lane. And the Fang as well will be rounding out the lineup for the side of Alpha 7. A good mix of early game aggression.
Kenapa nggak ada yang
with the
pakai
Fang,
Luna ya?
And then you've got the late game potential of that Jing as well as the Charlotte. So
What the
pretty good
hell?
move from the side of Alpha 7.
Baru gua
VKS
ngomong, cok.
one-ups
Baru gua
their
ngomong kenapa
hero
nggak pakai Luna,
in
langsung di pick
jungle.
Luna anjir.
Yep, the last time we saw a Luna, it was on
Langsung di pick Luna.
VKS, so
Ngehe.
currently sitting at 100% for win rate
Astaga.
as well, but doesn't get chosen or banned as much
Baru
as
juga
you would,
ngomong
because
kenapa
I
nggak
feel
ngepick
like it's
Luna. Langsung diambil Luna coba. Oke lah, gue langsung ke VKS aja dah. Gue VKS aja dah. Karena sesuai ini aja cuy. Sesuai apa yang gue omongin aja cuy. Luna. Anjing. Baru kelar ngomong cuy. Kenapa gak ngepick Luna? Wah Luna langsung keluar. Hehe. Mulut. Kebetulan, itu namanya kebetulan. Oke lah. Hai. Oh, coachnya tuh perempuan. Oh, gue keren tuh tadi. Coachnya perempuan A7. Dah gue pegang VKS dah. Nice VKS gue pegang. Kenapa gue bilang Luna? Luna itu karena ultinya itu ngereset cooldown coy. Pasifnya itu kalau misalnya ada mark, itu pencet ulti ke musuh atau apapun yang kena mark, itu reset gitu, cooldownnya ke reset ultinya, jadi enak gitu. Apalagi ini ada hero Jing. Ini lawannya ada Jing, ada siapa tadi itu? Charlotte. Charlotte. Enak pakai Luna ini. Enak pakai Luna cuy. Harusnya sih. Ya nggak tahu sih. Namanya juga cuma prediksi cuy yo. Oke lah guys ya. Kita langsung lihat ke matchnya aja guys. Gue penasaran. Gue mau fokus ke Luna sih.
Again, we're getting a bit of a 2-2
fokus ke Luna
here in the mid lane as usual. Both junglers starting on blue. I expected nothing less.
Absolutely, these two teams are experienced. This is not their first rodeo in any form of Honor of Kings international tournaments. So they know their opponents. They are coming from the same region as well. They know their opponents. They know what's at stake. They know what they need to do to win. Now it's just
sedikit nge-counter Luna sih.
Absolutely, and just we were speaking about console use range.
Ya guys ya, dari minimap kita bisa lihat Lunanya masih farming aja, farming santai. Jadi farm lane-nya udah barbar aja nih.
Can he get out and escape that range from Consort U, which is all going to be awaited for here. We're getting a huge rotation from A7 here. All four of the team, all five of the team, sorry, apart from Charlotte, sorry, I didn't see Charlotte. So completely overshadowed by Byron there in the minimap.
Skinnya siapa? Yang Feng yang ini tuh kayak skin summer ini.
Wary of what was about to happen, but Charlotte
here. Nih Luna nih. Nggak ada jembatan.
VKS.
Yeah, on level 4 already on Danny as well as the Byron, while Charlotte just got her level 4. This is where Charlotte starts to really shine, and they weren't able to shut her down in time. That means that Byron will be seeing more rotations towards the mid to be able to help pressure on two lanes, while the Princess Frost will be rotating a little bit more after this point.
Pengen itu saya lucu.
Pengen
bocil nih. Oh, dapat shield yang dari Zhang Fei. Tempo nggak ada loh ya.
Then when we've seen Jing rotate around as well because all the jungle has been cleared. We have Jing just trying to look for little bits while she waits for the red buff activated. But it is a slow burn in pre-4 minutes, but I expected nothing less from
hanya
this
gertakan saja.
How much really rides on this. This decides who is going to be
pasif aja ini. Ayo, mana Lunanya belum ditungguin nggak tuh? Tuh. Enak nggak tuh? Cerang.
They are proving to be a formidable opponent, and you don't want to face them in the first round.
Dia lumayan boros mana sih Lunanya ini kalau mau terus. Oh, dibantuin. Gak mati sih, aman sih. Ada yang flicker tuh. Setelah sudah buang flicker, cok.
and Princess Frost having to use her
Slash ya.
ultimate
Kalau di sini
to
tuh slash, tapi
enable the
seringnya
escape
kayaknya di
there and
Mobile
just
Legends tuh
completely
sticker, Cuk.
disarm that
Mobile Legends sama
potential
AoV itu
3v3
sticker,
that
Cuk.
was about to take place there.
Kan?
In the mid
Tuh.
lane, looking to try and take
Luna
on to
tuh.
Suits, doing quite a lot of damage there. Danny managing to pick off quite a bit of Suits' health.
Masih belum terjadi first blood ya guys ya di 4 menit pertama ini.
The Overlord as well as the Tyrant being spawned. Danny already there, chipping it down.
Ya,
Quickly, but
kecolong.
Angela
Kecolong
Suits,
Angel,
what are you
anjir,
doing once
anjir.
again? Being able to get that crucial
Bahayanya gitu
steal
tuh, kalau tinggal dikit
on
masih tetap
towards a
di
very important objective
hit
on the
gitu.
map, and that's going to be
Damage pas lagi ke
the
knock up
start
gitu.
of what Alpha 7 is about to
Jadi
do in this
colong,
game,
karena
giving themselves
retrinya
a 1000 gold lead and looking
intinya
like
itulah,
they
karena
want to
retrinya
get
tuh
the Overlord to complete the
nggak bisa
first,
dipakai juga gitu pas ke knock
sweep
up
on
gitu.
the objectives on the map.
Tipis,
Yes,
Caroline,
a little bit too early there
flicker.
on Danny, as we can see it's on cooldown now.
Nice.
So we can see that the smite was actually activated, but Suits, we've seen Suits so many times.
Buset,
He's
dapat nih first blood nih,
crucial,
first blood nih,
mid laner
first
here.
blood dong.
But
Anjir.
it's just skill.
Anjir
It's so
lah.
much skill going on the side of A7 there for Suits, just to open up and
Jadi
take the
gorila gitu
Tyrant.
ya Zhang Fei
But
ya.
none of his team to actually even participate in the Tyrant fight and still come out top as a positive is a huge it's a huge dividend for his team. Alpha 7 there to have that on their side is to know that Suits is capable of stealing these jungle objectives, because we all know.
Wah, kecolong nih. Wah, first blood. Princess Forest-nya kena first blood ya guys ya. Tapi wah. Waduh, flicker dia.
To be however they wanted to go, and
gitu Cok, konsort Cok. Terus satunya agak lama dia.
But the
Masih.
Clash laners are just keeping to themselves, it seems. We have two very experienced players up there, Niap and Muster. But the first tier turret does go down, and it does go to Alpha 7. So they give up the mid lane, they take Princess Frost, but they give the turret over to Alpha 7 down in the farm lane.
And that's the power of the Fang there. You leave him alone for 10 seconds, you suddenly lose a tower. And even though Consort U usually does have a good laning stage against the Fang, just by being able to outrange as well as just overall avoid all the damage that the Fang can actually do to you with just a single click of a button. The lane, because of the rotations, haven't really been very fruitful there from the side of VKS, and they find themselves 2,000 hour behind.
Angela tuh kalau udah jadi itu item pertama tuh yang kayak kuda laut tuh, kayak kuda lumping tuh, udah damage-nya udah berasa Cuk, udah sakit banget itu. Jadi satu item juga Angela mah.
Absolutely, but again, it's just a very slow match here. We're going into 6 minutes. We still only have.
Buset, baru 6 menit aja turretnya udah hancur Cuk, yang bottom lane, yang farm lane.
Because even though kills on everything, it does
Kalah
open
sih.
up the potential to get other objectives. Just as Suits is showing here, he is cleaning up that Clash lane, not only to get some gold for himself, but potentially opening up the lane for his team and opening up Jing here. I'm getting a little bit of a lag there. I didn't quite see what happened. But yes,
just pop this ultimate to dissuade
Wait, Luna, ayo Luna. Wah, cooldown nih pasti dia nih. Salah mencet nih.
Fang is there, but a shield will be able to keep him alive for the moment. They are really wanting to take this Sage Golem buff away from Danny. Danny's trying his best to get the steal with the smite. He gets it in the end. Very crucial buff for the Luna. Despite even him having need to recall back to base, he is going to be very happy that they managed to secure it without losing any heroes.
Absolutely, and without losing that mid lane turret, I was honestly thinking that they were going to sacrifice that team fight right in the Facebook for that mid lane turret. We saw Consort U actually managed to get a few bits of damage onto the turret.
Ya ini ya si Charlotte.
Thing for VKS
Dia
going
ngeselin
into the 8th minute now. Tyrant is
Kayak
now
Nolan,
up,
anjir.
and it's time for Suits to steal some more jungle objectives, it seems. I think he's preparing. He's got
Padahal
that
goldnya
ult
tuh
off
dipimpin
cooldown
A7
as
loh.
well, so he's got his ready, he's got his
Ya
mini
iya bener.
cannons. He
Baru
can steal
dapat
your
baru
objective.
dapat
Just
1
gotta be careful. And Niap looking to open up another side
8 menit aja
lane
baru.
there as well. So Niap paying the dividends there. A7.
Masa iya turret
18
abis nggak ada yang
leads me
kebunuh?
out of that farm
Harusnya
lane
kalau
as
di
well.
menit
Takes
10 ke atas
the
sih harusnya
turret.
udah mulai
Also,
banyak yang ke pick off nih
looking
harusnya
at
nih.
the
Ada yang
economic
tumbang
curve
nih.
there, we're
Cut
seeing the A7 are ahead of the gold.
Oh,
In terms of the builds coming through here, we've got quite a bit
Rot.
of torment. So 3 acts of torments there.
Rot,
A
Rot.
full
Ah,
second
nggak ada full up
Tyrant
damage.
going over to A7.
Tidak ada
And
full up
Suits
damage ya,
didn't
guys,
pull
ya.
out a sweat to steal it.
Tangannya
It
juga
was
kurang
just all
bersih,
his
anjir.
because Danny was nowhere near it.
Yeah, Danny hasn't really had the smoothest of games so far. We expected to
Ada
see,
takut-takutnya, anjir,
Luna
Carolet.
pop off early on,
Carolot.
but Alpha 7 has
Anjir,
really been
sakit
aggressive.
banget
Right now,
loh.
Danny's trying to go for the kill, dropping down very low. Is Buster Zhangfei on the back
Gila.
line, trying to open up the map for the rest of
Alah
the team, but he gets
modar
brought
Zhangfei-nya.
down by Benignas, and they might lose this Sage Golem buff. Yes, they finally
Ah,
are able to
modar,
take
anjir.
that away from the hands of the Luna. And bottom lane, yeah, dropping down very low, but Jing will not be able to continue chasing as he's going to be able to escape.
Yeah, what a huge play there by A7. Not only did they take the Sage buff, they get the kill onto Beginshi by Benignas there, but we saw that
Tapi ya gitu, cuma ngeselinnya apa? Ngeselinnya Angela tuh kayak gitu, anjir. Pak.
We saw that there was a potential go for the mid lane turret, but then switch up and turn around
Best
and go
damage
from the back
Angela
line
itu
of
udah
the
sakit
enemy
banget
team,
gitu.
but
Udah
didn't quite
sakit.
work out in his favor because there's just so much damage, so much slow
Gila.
on the side of A7, and again A7 are just racking up the tyrants, just keeping that increased
5.000.
damage, that movement speed increase,
Apa itu?
constantly going and must
Buset,
potentially be the first to
masih
kill,
bisa
though.
menghindar ya guys ya.
VKS Danny is just the tempo's just not quite there. They always
Rot.
leave them with
Rot.
very little health.
Rot.
And now
Rot.
Almighty coming in now, trying to get a kill on
Rot.
Danny. Can he do it? Yes, he does. This Luna pick is not working the way it should be for VKS currently.
Yeah, we see the
Tolong.
lack of blue buff really hurting Danny there, not able to continue to chain his skills, and that's the strength. That's where you want the Luna being able to constantly go in and out.
Aduh, Lunanya kurang
also putting up
bersinar
the
ya guys
shields.
ya.
Without the blue buff, you actually just reduce 50% of the effectiveness of the Luna, and VKS is hurting right now. You have this jungle hero who's supposed to be able to set the tempo of the game for you, but unfortunately Danny's not having that great of a time at the moment. And from that, Alpha 7 able to bring down the first tier 3 tower of the game without even really committing that many heroes. It was only the Charlotte and the Jing bringing it down.
Yep, A7 got 3 kills on the board and still nothing for VKS. So even in terms of trying to just cut down the team fight potential on the side of
Ironnya
Alpha
udah.
7, it's just not going to work because they haven't picked off any of
Diskusi
the
udah jadi.
heroes on the side of A7, but it's just because of how they position. The position
Tapi kalau by one sih
suits
kalah
have
sih.
been
Ini
pretty
Biron
amazing,
sama Biron sama
for
Charlotte
entirety
kalah
of
sih.
this game so far.
Gold
Especially in
dia
terms
kalah
of not
500.
just staying alive, but stealing the jungle objectives and enabling them to get all of the tyrants.
Buset,
So
turretnya
far,
baru pecah
all
satu,
of them being
cok, baru
considered
pecah.
by either team.
This has been, not
Ay.
the match that we are expecting. We're expecting VKS and Alpha 7 to be able to one up each other in terms of team fights, but so far it's just
Apakah bisa
the
dicolong?
Alpha 7 shows
Apakah bisa dicolong?
how they're
Oh,
going
enggak.
down, and Benigna's able to get
Karena
the overall
Lunanya di
first
bawah,
round.
coy.
This just has been a
Bisa
clean
dicolong.
sweep in terms of map control and objectives from the side of Alpha 7. They are 7,000 gold ahead, and this is where the
Ente sih game 1 ini
really
kayaknya.
excels. Is when he has a lead, he definitely is one of those heroes that can hold on and punish you every time you try and come back.
Absolutely, we could potentially see the
That's
farm
anti sih.
victory go down there. The minions are working their way, so that could be another little juicy bit
Oh.
of gold going over to VKS. So Still not quite
Ya kan?
enough
By one,
to put the
dia masih
pieces
kalah
on
di roundnya.
A7 here or even stop this magnificent tempo that they've managed
Ya,
to
di S gak
produce
tuh?
for themselves. The Shadow God
Agak S
has
anjing.
managed to take down this mid lane turret as well, opening up a whole new world for Alpha 7, but there is a potential team fight brewing here. Charlotte is on the sideline just waiting and
Charlotte.
pushing the macro from Nuster. There's a reason why it starts with M, because he is putting the M into macro on the side of A7. Team fight going up here, Danny going into the back of the line now onto the bank, but not doing any damage.
Luna mati.
The anti-heal definitely has not come through yet, but we see Hermione getting another kill there onto VKS, but they do manage to take down Suits. So Suits goes down, but Muster takes down VKS 1 under the turret of tier 2 there in the mid lane. And tier 2 turret for Alpha 7 in the mid lane.
Every fight you take now against Alpha 7, you have to make sure you win these fights, because if not, Bang is just able to decimate your towers. They're not just decimating towers, they're decimating heroes as well, as we do see the Lady Sun trying to escape from the Charlotte, who's just gonna stick to her all the way behind the crystal. And
ini namanya pembantaian ya guys ya.
Look at this, Alpha 7 going straight for the win. There is no creep wave right now, so they have to take a chill pill for the moment. They thought about it to try and tank the tower with the sustains coming from Selena and the little loot, but decided against it and will play it safe, go for all the map objectives that VKS aren't able to pick up any at all, and then
pembantaian ya guys ya.
Yeah, this has been a one-sided domination on the side of Alpha 7. There's just been no remorse for VKS. It's even showing that VKS is just trying to do some research and development on this game 1 just to see how they can come back for game 2. But currently, Alpha 7 are running away with the victory here. Currently going into the 15th minute. Will it see the Tempest Dragon? I highly doubt it after we've seen such great team wipes here.
Oh, mati. Kejar sih. Luna mati sih. Yang V juga mati. Bironnya. Oh. Gila. Udah kalah jauh banget ini. 1200.
This could be the end of game 1 already. 3 20 minutes, 15-minute game.
Wah, gila.
7 not even sweated at all.
Gak pakai lama ya guys ya.
Pure domination.
Gokil. Oke guys ya, kita nanti lanjut ke match yang kedua. Oke, thank you for watching.